where I walk down the street and I say hello to people and I smile. Everybody smiles.
Eric, aka Enhance.
Enhance. I was known as tape artist. Everything in life is created.
Yeah.
So just enhancing art which is already there. I remember I told my buddy one time I'm thinking about changing my artist name to Enhance, and he goes, I'll take that name. I remember I had this empty red frame on the wall, and I was like, I bet you that would look crazy in my mind if I take this red duct tape and I just throw it at the plexiglass.
You worked with a famous car brand as well.
Famous car brand. What's a car brand?
Porsche, maybe?
No, I designed a Porsche. I remember I was dancing at a club and someone came up and they said, you want to audition for this new MTV dance show? I remember one of the producers grabbed me. She's like, can you be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Okay.
And it says, you've been selected. And everyone's like, oh, I hope I get it. And I'm just like,
oh, that's great.
Another thing I've been working on is an app.
Okay.
It's an app called 𝒂𝒄𝒄, Acts of Kindness.
Okay. That's great. That's a pretty nice name.
Yeah, and it's a platform for helping people and people that need help.
You have met 𝒂𝒄𝒄 Bodla and 𝒂𝒄𝒄 Bodla.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have seen Bodla builders.
Oh yeah.
Your thoughts on us?
Oh, you guys are the beasts.
That's one of the nicest compliments we have ever had. Welcome to Bodla Talks. This is Samir Rahman, and today I have a very special guest with me, Eric, aka Enhance. Hi, bro. How are you?
How are you, my friend? I'm excellent.
I'm good, and it's an honor to have you in the studio.
It's an honor to be here.
Inspire. What's that written here?
Inspire.
What is the story?
So I don't know. I always thought face tattoos were cool, and I wanted to get something that I guess projected how I feel. I like to inspire. So I was like, let me just put it right there. And if I have a daughter, that's
okay.
I
That's
name her,
sweet. That's sweet.
Inspire.
Eric, aka Enhance.
Enhance.
What is Enhance?
Enhance. So for years, I was known as tape artist.
Okay.
My artist, because that was my handle, that was my website. And, just starting off doing art with tape, that was like I guess, what got me doing art. But then, my art, evolved from that, and I started doing art with everything and, different materials. And I kind of got frustrated with the name tape artist. So I noticed I was using the word enhance a lot. I was like, I feel like everything in life is created.
Yeah.
So I'm just enhancing. I'm not making the wheel. I'm just enhancing the wheel. So it's like I'm just enhancing art which is already there. It's like if I meet somebody, I want them to just enhance my happiness. So I was like, I remember I told my buddy one time I'm thinking about changing my artist name to Enhance, and he goes, I'll take that name.
Okay.
And then one day it just came up. I was like, you know what? I was doing a big project for Tao Group. And I was like, this is the perfect time to release my new name. I'm going by Enhance from now on.
Enhance, yeah. That's a nice name.
Yeah.
Inspired by a painting by your grandfather and starting your tape art from there. Tell us or take you through the story of Enhance becoming Enhance.
Oh, I mean, I remember my grandfather had painted this cartoon picture that was hanging in I think it was in me and my brother's room, but it was all like building blocks with the alphabet on it. But it had all the fairy tale characters around it. And I just remember that. I don't know. It was just imprinted in my brain, that picture. But my grandfather was, I guess, the only artist in the family. My mom and my father didn't. And my father, he did some acting, some singing, but other than that, they weren't really big artists. So
that was your first project as a tape artist?
No, my first project ever was, I remember I had met this guy, Peter Tunney, who was like my mentor. And I remember we went to he had his studio in the center of this club. What was it called? It was called Crowbar. And he brought us there one morning after a party, and he's like, come on, I'll show you something amazing. And he showed me his art. I realized, I was like, this guy did not draw really anything, but he put together stuff. He was I guess, more like a collage artist. But I was like, wow. In my mind, I always thought that being an artist was knowing how to draw. And I had the worst handwriting. I was left-handed, very bad handwriting. So I never really put two and two together that I figured you had to be a good drawer to be a good artist. And I was like, this guy, I remember a piece he had like put a bunch of Ajax, glued a bunch of Ajax boxes together and like wrote something on it like "stay clean" or something. I don't remember exactly, but I was like, that's visually stimulating. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and he's telling me his whole story, and I just related to him. I remember after seeing that, I went home that day, and I had just seen colored duct tape at the hardware store, and I remember looking at the duct tape, and I was like, wow, these colors they're so pungent. They're like, I was like, I remember the red, because they only had like 4 colors at the time. It was like red, blue, yellow, I think green, and this is, wow, 20 something years ago. Oh my God. So and I remember I had this empty red frame on the wall. It was just an empty red frame. There was a red bench below it, and I was like, I bet you that would look crazy in my mind if I take this red duct tape and I just throw it at the plexiglass. And so I tried it out. I took the tape and I was just like throwing it at the plexiglass. And it didn't look how I thought it was going to look, because the opposite side of the red duct tape had like more of like a mesh, like a
The surface is not good.
It's not the same color.
Yeah.
So I remember just mushing the tape together, and I made some face, and face looked really cool. And then I had a new roommate move in at the time, and it was this person, 𝒂𝒓𝒊𝒄 𝑺. And he was like, he had just did a single with Janet Jackson. And he said, we're going to do an amateur art show here, because I had a big loft in Manhattan on 30th between 5th and Madison. He goes, we're going to do an amateur art show here, and you should do some of that tape art stuff you told me about. I said, yeah? He goes, why not? It's your place. I said, all right. So I put together like, I think 5 or 6 pieces, and it was super raw at the time. Like I wasn't using any resin. I was just, but we had the show. The show went good, and people came and they were like, bro, you're onto something. This is really, really, really cool.
Yeah.
So,
You have been into dancing, you have been into acting, I believe. And you have been going to different places in search of what you actually want to do or your passion. So how was the experience?
Oh, it's been a ride, man. It's been a ride. I remember I started dancing at MTV when I was.
MTV was big thing at that time.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I was dancing at a club, and someone came up and they said, you want to audition for this new MTV dance show? So I remember we went down to MTV studios, and they're a huge line. They're bringing people up to the studio, like 10, 15 people at a time.
Yeah.
And I remember everyone goes in, and they put on like a mix of music, and they're like, all right, everyone just freestyle dance. So I started dancing, and then they say, okay, thank you, we'll let you know. And then I remember one of the producers grabbed me. She's like, can you be here at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning?
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the elevator looking at this piece of paper, and it says, you've been selected. And everyone's like, oh, I hope I get it. And I'm just like,
oh, that's great. That's good. I have, by the way, seen you dancing on our event of the Oasis. Do you remember?
Yeah.
How was the event? You enjoyed it, bro. You enjoyed it. You were all into it.
I love dancing. I know.
Okay. Coming to your art.
Okay.
Then started with the duct tape. Then you did something with the duct tape. You coated it, or you did something with it to make it more, eye-catching and appealing. What was that?
So I tried a few different things because I wanted it to be more permanent. So I tried like liquid glosses, all these different things. And then I remember one time I was at Home Depot, and the guy recommended, he goes, why don't you try this bar glaze? So it was called Family bar glaze. And so it was the stuff that you would put on top of at the time, a bar or a wooded surface that people would put bottle caps under it, or concert tickets or theater tickets under it. And that's what it was used for. And I tried it, and it was like, I was one of the first people that started using this. And now, I mean, so many different people are using it now. And then now they have art. It's called art resin. They have liquid glass. They have glaze coat. They have so many different ones now. But at the time, it was just one. It was just bar glaze. And but it really
your work took you to some famous brands as well.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
All right. I worked with I worked with Swatch, and Swatch just did this big release with AP. I just was watching. Did you see that? The Swatch AP?
I didn't, but I will for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did their 20-year anniversary. I designed two watches live at their event at, I think it was at Marquee.
Mm-hmm.
I worked with Grey Goose during the
You worked with a famous car brand as well.
famous car brand. What's the car brand?
Porsche, maybe?
No, I designed a Porsche. I designed one, but it wasn't.
You designed the whole car? Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. That's
So a
great.
buddy of mine had met me, and he saw my art. He goes, "Bro, I have this Porsche." He goes, "I want you to design it, and then we'll sell it and we'll split it." I said,
That's
"Okay."
great.
Yeah.
You came to Pakistan and you have been here for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
How's the experience?
Oh, it's been awesome. People. It's just much more laid back. You know, a lot of distractions in the States, and here I've been able to really, I don't know, just be at ease. You know, I feel like everything was so hectic before I left. You know, when I initially came here, I came to do an art residency in Karachi,
Okay.
and I wasn't planning on staying that long. And then, you know, I was like, I just felt right. I was doing all these different extracurricular activities, which I wasn't really doing in the States. I was going to the gym. I was playing volleyball. I was playing paddle,
Okay.
and and now it's like I've had some time. You know, especially since I've been in Multan, I've really had time to really sit and really come to grips with what I really want to focus on. Because my art, you know, I love my art, but you know, I'm a people person. I love being around people. I love being on the
Yeah.
mic. I love being in front of cameras, and like doing art, it's like a very lonely. It's a very lonely trait. You're sitting behind an easel, and it's like after 20 years, it's like I just. You know, I don't really want to have to make art, so that's why I was like focusing on my clothing line.
Clothing line. Yeah. I was about to ask you that. Tell us about your clothing line and what you have been up to.
So, for years, anytime I wanted to design, like I had made bathing suits, I had made like a bathing suit line. I've always made like one-offs, like I designed some shoes on my own. But now it's like since I've had the ChatGPT, things that would have costed me hundreds of dollars or $1,000 to get, you know, a mock-up of it made to see what it would like. Now I'm able to do it. And it's like along with, because all the designs that I've been making for my clothing, it's all original pieces that I've made in the past.
Okay.
So I'm taking the original pieces that I've made in the past, prompting it with ChatGPT to turn it into my designs. And it's like, ah.
Yeah.
And so I've been showing them around, and people are like, "Bro, these are amazing." So I got a couple investors here in Multan, and that's why I'm also going to go back to Karachi to see if we can get this stuff made.
The manufacturer, right?
Yeah, the manufacturer.
Okay. So I hope you'll be launching that in Pakistan as well.
Yeah, inshallah.
You will be. You already have a few customers. I'm one of them.
All right. My bad.
Tell us about your other project, which you did for our friends. Like you were telling me about this fish ponds or something.
Oh, so we just did a video. We did a couple. So they're opening up. They're not opening. They're doing the construction for a 5,000-acre prawn farm. So I guess shrimp farming is becoming a big thing in Pakistan. So they're doing construction. One in 𝒓𝒊𝒄, which is 5,000 acres, 800 ponds.
Okay.
And it's a big deal. So they got the contract to construct it, and I just, you know, I helped them, you know, do a video, just telling about it, you know.
That's great.
Yeah.
You are working on our logo as well as we speak.
Yes,
and I'm pretty excited to see like what you're going to do with it.
So
you know, tell us about what is in the mind, or should I wait for the surprise?
So I'm this is what I wanted to ask also, because I'm looking at it and I'm like, do they want me? I want to just enhance it in a way. I don't want to sit there and make it like. I want to stick with, you know, your colors, because your colors are very, you know, your blues, blacks, whites. So I want to go on that and keep it with the blues, shiny blues, some silvers, some like, you know, I don't want to go. off the cuff, unless you want me to. But I think more of enhancing it would just be.
We'll wait for the surprise. We trust your creativity. DH
So,
Multan, you have been in and out of DH Multan. You have attended the events. You come and go.
yeah.
How do you, define, or what are your thoughts about DH Multan and the infrastructure that they have made?
The Diha Multan.
That's a new name.
That's what we joke about. But man, it's beautiful. I'm so surprised. When you drive down, it's like, wow, they really did a good job.
Mhm.
Structures. I know that even Bodla Group has done a lot of
Yeah,
the beautiful pieces along the road.
yeah.
It's really nice. I was very surprised. I didn't think it was gonna be this beautiful. Here.
Pakistan has that vibe, and DH Multan has that vibe of inspiring people and surprising people. To be
Yeah,
honest,
I was very surprised. I was like, okay,
That's great.
Multan.
That's great. So, what's in for Enhance in the future, or what we should be expecting from you in the coming future?
In the coming future. So I've also another thing I've been working on is an app.
Okay.
It's an app called AOK, Acts of Kindness.
Okay. That's great. That's a pretty nice name.
Yeah, and it's a platform for helping people and people that need help.
Okay, that's great.
And it's a point-based system. So you log on to AOK. It says three things: do you need help? Do you want to help, or do you want to donate?
Okay.
So, and it's anything but financial, anything but monetary. So you log on, you create your profile, and you put whatever you need help with. I need a ride somewhere. I need someone to help me move a couch. I need help with a computer problem. So people can go on, and they can help you in whatever way they feel comfortable with.
Okay.
And then they get points for helping,
Okay.
and they could trade those points in for whatever, or redeem the points for whatever any corporation, small business, or person wants to donate.
Perfect.
Like the local, pizzeria, the local biryani place will give you a free dinner for two if you help 15 people.
That's great.
Apple will give you a free iPhone if you help 100 people. And so people will start helping, to get things that they want, and even if you don't need anything, you can always donate your points, but you'll always have your AOK status. Like you helped this many people, you connected this many people, you're at this tier. And my plan is to create one of the first community corporations. So, because I have a lot of different things happening in my mind. So I'm like, for this to work, it's got to hit big and all at once. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I looked it up. I was like, how much is Facebook worth? Facebook is worth $1.6 trillion, I think, or something to that point. So if 1 million people started Facebook together, every one of those 1 million people would still be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I just give this app to everybody equally, so I just say, here, I have this idea for an app, and I want to share it with the world equally. So everyone who signs up, the only thing they have to do is log on, create their profile, and help one person, and you get your equal percentage.
Perfect.
So, and I'm like, because I feel like now that there's all this social media and all this stuff, it's like everyone's disconnected but not connected. It's like, why not use all this to create more community corporations? Like there's crowdfunding, but why isn't there crowd corping?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why isn't people crowdfunding to help one thing? Why doesn't crowd fund to help themselves,
Perfect. That's a very unique idea, and you have brought philanthropy into something which can be used by people for the people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to create that. I mean, it's an app for the people, and to actually help the community, because everyone needs help. I mean, it's a little different in Pakistan because you have a very tight community. You have a very family-oriented community, so you really do have a lot of help from everybody, which is another reason why I like it here. It's like everyone really takes care of everybody, and no one's really ever, in need, and that's a very good thing. But in the States, everyone's very, in States, and I guess a lot of European, but Pakistan is very unique.
It is.
But everyone needs help, but nobody wants to admit they need help. Everyone wants to be on their social media like life is good, life is great. Everything is, rosy, and I'm here at the beach, I'm here in Puerto Rico, I'm here on my own. But meanwhile, their day-to-day, everyone's struggling. I feel like a lot of people are.
That's a very brilliant idea, and best of luck with that.
Oh.
talking about Pakistan and Pakistani people and your experience with Pakistani people, how's it?
Oh man, I mean, Pakistani people, they're the nicest. Other than Japan, when I was in Japan, people were very friendly. But other than Japan, I haven't felt this, this welcomed and
This kind of warmth in people.
this warmth. Yes, where I walk down the street and I say hello to people and I smile and everybody smiles. So, the other day, my neighbor held my hand all the way back to when I went to the community store, and apparently that's not. It's very normal in Pakistan, men to hold hands.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be accepted in the States. It would be, but you would be looked at a little different. But here it was just a very friendly gesture.
Perfect.
And it was
Perfect.
very nice.
You have met 𝒂𝒄 Bodla and Junaid Iqbal Bodla.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
have seen Bodla builders.
Oh yeah.
Your thoughts on us?
Oh, you guys are the beasts.
That's one of the nicest compliments we have ever had. That's great. And Hans, in the end, I would like you to give advice to youngsters of Pakistan about pursuing their passion. Because you have been into different industries before you finally find out like what I want to do. And you're still exploring. That's the positive part.
Yeah.
So what you will recommend or your advice to the youth of Pakistan, how they should proceed and pursue their future?
I mean, I would say just try everything. Just if you feel like do it. If you feel something, try it. Don't be afraid to try. Don't be afraid to try and fail. Just keep going. The motion creates emotion. So it's like just start. Just start. Just keep going.
Perfect. It was an honor and pleasure to have you in our studios. Thank you so much, bro.
Oh, my friend. No problem, my brother.
Thank you. Stay tuned to Bodla Talks.